You might have heard whispers, old collector tales passed down through auctions and antique shops, about a small, seemingly ordinary coin that could, under the right circumstances, be worth a fortune. Some say there's a sixpence out there, not silver, not gold, but worth hundreds, even rumored to be part of secret million-dollar transactions among elite collectors. Sound too wild to be true? Wait until you see this, the 1951 British Sixpence. Yes, this exact coin. Small in size, light in the hand, but heavy with royal history. Don't blink, and don't click away, because by the time we reach the end of this story, you might just start digging through your own collection for one of these rare little treasures. Let's start by traveling back to 1951. King George VI still sat on the British throne. The nation was still healing from the scars of World War II. The empire was changing, the world was shifting, and yet, amidst all that, the Royal Mint continued its work, producing the coins that would fill the pockets of everyday people. But not all coins are made equal. And some, like this sixpence, have grown more powerful in silence over the decades. The obverse of the coin, the side often overlooked, bears the inscription, George 6d, G, BR, OMN, REX. Now that's not just decoration. It's Latin, and it means, George VI, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons. It reflects a time when the British Empire stretched across continents, and this tiny coin was a reminder of royal authority, divine right, and global influence. Flip the coin and you'll see the crowned monogram GVIR, standing for George VI Rex. The year 1951 sits proudly on either side of the monogram, and below it, the word sixpence is engraved. Simple, powerful, regal, and for collectors, it's more than just design, it's a piece of history frozen in metal. Now let's talk facts. The 1951 sixpence wasn't made of silver like earlier versions. It was struck in cupronickel, a mix of copper and nickel, designed to last longer in circulation. That might make it seem common, but don't be fooled. Because here's where the story starts to take an unexpected twist. 1951 marked one of the final years of King George VI's reign. He would pass away just months later, in 1952. That alone makes this coin one of the last sixpence pieces ever struck during his rule. Coins from a monarch's final year are always watched closely by collectors. And some of them, they get snapped up into private vaults, never to return. Now here's where things get even more interesting. While millions of these coins were struck for general circulation, a small number were reserved for special sets, collectors, or institutions. These coins were not passed through sweaty palms or jingled in pockets. They were preserved, kept in pristine, untouched condition. And those are the sixpence coins that sometimes reappear in auctions decades later, fetching astonishing prices. While the average worn 1951 sixpence might fetch just a few dollars, the ones in near-perfect, uncirculated condition, those that still shine like the day they were minted, have been known to sell for $20, $50, and in rare documented cases, even over $100 depending on grading, demand, and the market. But there's more. Some collectors claim that certain error versions of the 1951 sixpence exist, coins with slight misalignments, weak strikes, or unexpected die varieties. These types of rare anomalies are what drive up prices fast. If one of those coins were to appear at a major numismatic event, there's no telling just how high the bidding might go. And then, there are the rumors. Whispers in old collector forums and antique fairs, stories about sixpence coins being part of hidden military collections, royal gifts, or rare proofs handed out during coronation rehearsals. These stories are never confirmed. But they never truly disappear either. Some say there could be a 1951 sixpence out there, connected to a secret royal hoard, with a value far beyond anything we've seen in public sales. Are those tales real? Or just hopeful myths? That's up to you to decide. What's certain is this: the 1951 British sixpence isn't just a coin. It's a symbol, a memory of a king's final days, a relic from a changing world, and possibly, just possibly, a hidden gem still waiting to be discovered in an old drawer, a forgotten jar, or a childhood collection. So next time you come across a small worn-out British coin from the 1950s, don't toss it aside. Look closer. Read the date. Feel the design. Because you might be holding a piece of royal history, one that the world forgot, but collectors remember. And who knows? That little coin, That sixpence might just be your ticket to a numismatic treasure hunt worth far more than anyone could guess.